Jeez.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to a unscheduled, slightly scheduled stream. But if you were in the stream last night, you know exactly what I'm talking about. We are out today on the new map on the Xbox One. So this should be... Oh, and look who's joining us. There he is, Mr. Beard himself. How's it going?
Yes, sir. Doing pretty good, buddy. Thank you for having me, man. I'm pretty pumped to be here, especially on an Xbox stream, man. Awesome.
Yeah, this should be interesting. I'm learning all kinds of new stuff about the troubles our console people have been having. You can't turn motion blur off, and I haven't played a game with motion blur in years. So hopefully we can get through that.
It is certainly an adjustment. It's a little bit different. Spinning around makes me kind of dizzy, but
Yeah.
It's not too bad. You get used to it somewhat.
Well, and look at that. We had Quartz was first in the room. He says, happy V-Day, Sean. Thank you, Quartz. And so does Bowman. Welcome, Bowman. And we've also got CJ and Ill Fortune wishing the happy birthdays. Thank you, everyone. And Length Your Hat, welcome to the stream. Jake Boggs and Evan, good to see you, Evan. Glad to have you with us. But I wanted to share something with you guys. I wish it would have happened on stream, but then I couldn't have done this. I got a birthday diamond about 20 minutes before stream and was able to put it in the lodge because I grinded out all the missions. So look at that. Unfortunately, any diamonds we get today in the stream, if we do get any, you can't put the multiplayer diamonds in this lodge, unfortunately.
You know, I don't see anything in the lodge.
You don't, huh? Well.
No, nothing here. I can see it on stream. You got furniture, which has never appeared in mine through the missions. I don't know.
Yeah, it's showing on stream. Yeah, that's maybe that's the whole multiplayer thing. I'm not sure. But, and Beard won't be able to see this, but look what I noticed too. Look what that little post-it note says on the computer screen. It says, call Sean at 5. So, am I expecting a phone call? Should I expecting a phone call? I thought that was kind of neat. But anyway, I thought that was pretty cool. I had noticed that, so I'm going to have to start paying more attention to little stuff like that, because that's a pretty neat little detail they threw in.
It is. It is. You know, and we got to keep vigilant because, you know, they kind of drop postcards on us before. You never know what we're going to find in games, so keep your eyes open, guys. I don't know, guys open eyes, whatever, you know.
And Ricardo with a huge donation. You're too generous, my friend. He says, happy birthday, have a good one. I appreciate it, Ricardo. You are the man. Well, the wind's not shifted yet, but it's hitting that time where it's going to start shifting from the north to the south. And I haven't went north yet on this map. And go north is kind of a thing, so what do you say? You want to go north?
Hey, let's go north, Sean.
And Eric Callis is here, as well as Stace, or rather not Stace, and Lee Ross. How's it going? Good to see you. CJ says tomorrow is his birthday. Well, happy early birthday to you, Mr. CJ.
It is a busy month for birthdays this in our Discord, isn't it?
Isn't it? Yeah, we've got a lot of December birthdays. I didn't even realize that. It's pretty cool. And Hendry's cool. Here. Good to see you, Hendry. Glad you could join for a little while. I know you're having internet issues. And Mr. Wolverine has just rolled in. How's it going, Wolverine? But something I've wanted to ask, if anybody, well, Stace is here, anybody other Xbox players, is it just me, or do you make more noise on console? Because it seems to me, I've got both my, I spent the time, got both the soft feet perks, but I just don't, maybe I haven't paid that close attention on PC, but once I got both those perks, I don't remember having red on my bar from walking, even when I bump into little stuff like this.
Sean, I complained about the same thing when I first got on Xbox. I did definitely notice a difference. I think you're on point there, buddy.
Oops, did not mean to jump. And yeah, you'll have to bear with us because even though I have been playing it for a little while, I'm still figuring this all out. I mean, you gotta do up on the D-pad, then left and right to guess which weapon you want to pull out. So if I accidentally shoot a big animal with the 22, it was not on purpose. I just didn't press the D-pad to the right enough times.
You know, Sean, I tried putting stick it, you know, the post-it notes down to know which was which. It really didn't work. I don't know why.
That's a good idea, though. And yeah, Wolverine, I've noticed that. It does make more noise depending on how far forward you move the stick. But, you know, if I don't move it that far forward, I walk a lot slower. And that's just something I'll have to get used to because on PC, you know, it's either forwards or backwards. There's not really a speed adjustment besides, you know, holding shift.
Don't forget the auto walk, Sean.
Oh, yeah. And no auto walk. Oh. So if you just see me stop and sit like this for a while, not doing anything, it means I'm messing with something. But normally you can't tell when I do that because we have auto walk.
Whenever I see you stop and do that, I'll just start dancing or something.
And Lucas Zook is here as well. He says, "Hi, Sean. Wish I could play on Xbox with you, but I live in Canada, BC, with Beard." Well, there you go. Another fellow Canadian there, Beard. But he's on vacation in Germany. All
Lucas,
good.
if you're living here, buddy, you're going to have to start paying rent. I'm sorry.
And Michael is here as well. He says, "Are you on Xbox? Can we play sometimes?" Well, to be all honest, Michael, completely honest, that's why I picked up the Xbox. We've got so many members in the community that do play on Xbox. And I wanted a way to be able to interact with you guys and go through the same struggles and everything that y'all are going through. So I have picked it up on Xbox. I don't have all the DLCs yet. I only got Parque Fernando and the weapon DLC so I could get the crossbow. But
you're off to a good start, though, buddy.
Yeah, I'll eventually, as time permits and the wallet permits, be picking up all the additional DLCs for console, and in the future doing some sub hunts and, you know, maybe some competitions and stuff. The channel's starting to get to a decent size, and I'm blown away by the support you've all shown. So I'm ready to start doing some competitions and things, something like a way I can give back to the community.
Hey, did you see that? That's a really good idea that Tommy Gunn has. He says, I always wonder why they didn't put caliber on the HUD. He's right.
I agree.
Wouldn't that just be a simple solution?
It would be. And even with the collars, I mean, how hard would it be to change those little pictures to the proper collar so we know which collar we're going on? There's a lot of rather simple fixes, I think, that they should throw for Xbox. And because I'm sure it's the same on PlayStation.
We got a mule deer male calling out over here.
All right. Well, we're going to use the good old deer bleat can if we can get eyes on him anyway. Because, yeah, I don't have the snort wheeze yet. And Hayward Gale just rolled in, and so did Donnie. Hey, Donnie and Stonewall Campbell. Good to see you all. Stonewall's asking, what is my gamer tag? My gamer tag is Sean Johns 85. And I will be accepting as many friend requests as it'll let me. So that way, when we do the competitions, we'll be able to get as many of you in there as we can. I don't see them, but that doesn't mean they're not in this thick vegetation right in front of us.
That's all right. I was just taking a look. I thought I might have had the screecher, but no, I do not have it yet. I got the screecher. I don't have the snort wheeze.
Yep, yeah, I don't have it either. I will be getting it shortly because I love Varanga too much not to pick up that DLC for Xbox as well. But I mean,
think of all the diamonds.
Oh yeah.
Xbox.
Oh yeah, and see, look, I'll pull up my HUD real quick. I'm only level 14, guys. So I've been and Dip Dizzy Wizzle just subscribed. Thanks for the subscription. But yeah, I'm only level 14. Yesterday, I think I was level 4. So I did a lot of grinding yesterday and this morning, trying to get to a level to where we could at least hunt majority of what's in the reserve. We don't have the fawn collar for the puma, and we don't have the red deer collar yet, but other than that, we should be able to hunt everything else in the reserve. And you're pretty low level still on Xbox too as well, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm not very high. What level am I? 15.
Okay, yeah, you're right there with me then.
Yeah, I need to spend some time grinding, and I got to be honest. This map, it makes it quite appealing to go do some grinding.
And yes, Michael, just like that, I believe. Hold on, I'll even hit this so you can see it. Where would it show it at? It's not showing it. It's, I don't think there's any spaces. I don't know. I'm not very good with consoles, so I don't know how to show it to you. But it should just be Sean Johns 85 with no spaces. And yes, Gage Thompson, we are on console. And Fisherman Rue with the $5 donation says, happy birthday, Sean. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Rue. That is very much appreciated. And I'm not seeing or hearing these. That's another thing I wanted to ask you just about the map in general. It seems like the animals are a lot quieter coming in. I've had a few axis deer literally almost walk into me before I hear them. And that's
it's
not
surprising.
Yeah. Normally you can hear them from a good 20 meters out once they start walking in.
Yeah, it does seem to be a thing. There is definitely some differences, and the more we play, the more we discover them. And I see the struggles. I mean, there's different struggles on PC and Xbox, and some of the same ones. And PS4, obviously.
And Link to Your Hat says, maybe y'all can play on my map, but if you see level 4 hunting pressure, it's because I got mad because I missed a 9 legendary red deer. So you went on a little killing spree there, huh? I know somebody else that does that sometimes.
I don't know what you're talking about. There's nothing dead about it.
And sorry, not today, Gage. I am on a private multiplayer match for today. Want to just get the feel for the Xbox and the multiplayer, so I brought Beard along with me. But we will be doing subscriber hunts and competitions in the very near future. Probably not before Christmas, but very soon after. Probably right after the new year, we'll get that stuff going.
Heck of a way to ring in the new year, buddy.
That was my thoughts exactly. I am not seeing this one at all. And see, Non mentioned something last night that I'm curious about, and I still hadn't had time to test it. But apparently in Classic, elevation makes a difference on your calls. So like if supposedly in Classic, if that animal was down that hill, this mountain right here would be blocking the call. I don't know if that's a thing or not. I don't think it is in Call of the Wild because I've called animals in. I just haven't paid that close attention to the elevation to see if maybe that's why it's harder to bring them in.
I don't think elevation plays much in the way of scent or calls here in Call of the Wild, because you remember on Hirschfeld and all that work around Bonsdorf Hill there that we've done. Yeah, it never seemed to make a difference. I mean, we could be at the bottom of the hill and call animals from the top down. So
yep, that's true. That's true.
Classic does have a lot more little details that Call of the Wild has failed to implement yet, but those have also been added as the years have gone by for Classic. So who knows what we're going to get?
Yeah, that is true. And CJ says he sent Reeky a message asking if he could join them on their stream tomorrow. Well, there you go. That would be pretty cool. I don't know. Reeky and Rekt'd are pretty cool about taking people out on their streams, but you just never know.
All depends on what they've got planned. Yeah, and it's close to Christmas, and there's lots going on and stuff. So, yeah, send them a message. It's probably the best thing to do.
And all good, I the Jedi. Thanks for dropping in. He says, I have to promise to get a diamond. Well, I'll be honest with you guys. This is since they implemented this lodge, I really don't want to get any diamonds in multiplayer. I want to put them in my lodge. And, since you can only put them in your lodge in single player, don't get me wrong. If we come across a diamond, I will shoot it. But my feelings won't be hurt if we don't come across one.
Oh, where's the auto walk feature? I can't do two things at once.
I know, right? It's difficult.
Just gonna use my beard to hook the controller so I can keep moving while I type here.
Right. But yeah,
it's not working.
I play totally different on console than I do on PC. I crouch lock a lot more because I find myself, I guess, shoving that thumbstick too far forward, and I don't want to make that red noise. Maybe that's something I just need to work on. But it's hard. Pay attention to the stream, the chat, and how far I'm pushing the thumbstick. What is this? Too many challenges. I'm not that good of a multitasker. And appreciate that, Michael. Sorry about that. Had a little bit of a coughing fit and had to hit the mute button, so y'all probably heard it click on and off. And I, the Jedi, says, whoever deserves the diamond more will get it. Who's your bet on? Well, I don't know. If we go to that, I don't know. We'd have to have a competition or something to have who is more deserving of the diamonds. I don't know. I will say, if we run into a diamond mule deer on the stream, Beard shooting it. Or a diamond puma, because I've gotten one of each. So if we run into either of those... No,
for the love of Pete.
No arguments. No, no ifs, ands, or buts. You're shooting it.
I don't trust myself with the controller yet, man. Holy.
I'm right there with you. And Donnie donated $2. Said you should be more careful who you hunt with.
He's got some bearded guy stalking him right now.
But yeah, we're just going to take it real slow, guy. Oh, wow. Hayward Gale says to keep getting killed by pumas. I haven't been killed by a single puma yet. I think I got bumped by one, but I have none of... That was it. No one attacks me on this map.
It's such a funny thing with that.